Hello everyone, in this video I'll be solving Cambridge IGCSE Information and Communication Technology paper 2 for the year February-March 2023. I'm going to solve the database task. The document production is already done and uploaded. You can find the link in the description. Database task is task 3. You're going to prepare some reports based on school test using database software. Import m23 test.csv. I'm using Microsoft Access for the database. Click on blank database. First save your database inside your folder. Now create the database. You can close the default table which is open here. Now let's import the file m23 test. Go to external data, new data source, import text file because CSV file is a text file separated by commas. Text file m23 test. Give OK. We have to choose the option delimited, which is separated by comma since it's a CSV file. Click next. Give first row contains field names so that the first row is taken as the column names. Click next. In the question you can see do not import the English field. So select English field here and select do not import. Click next. Set registration code as the primary key. So registration code must be set as the primary key. So choose my own primary key and registration code. Now we need to check the data types. Click on advanced. You can see the first 6 fields from registration code to house code are text. So all of them are text here, and the remaining are long integer. Long integer means numbers with no decimal place. So that is given here. So we don't have to change anything. Give OK. And next, finish. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data types and primary key. So go to the design view of the table. Take a screenshot. Make sure the table name, the primary key symbol are completely visible. That's your step 18 evidence. Import the file m23 houses.csv as a new table in your database. You can save this and close. Next table, so same way we'll import external data, new data source, text file m23 houses. Delimited, comma, separated. Next, first row contains field names. Nothing is specified about do not importing any field. Next, choose the appropriate field as the primary key. So here the most appropriate one is house code. It is unique and it represents the code for each record here. And now you can see all of them are text data type. Just check whether all are text. Okay. Next, finish. Examine the file m23 staff.csv to identify the most appropriate field to use as the primary key. Import this file as a new table in your database using this field as the primary key. So let's import. M23 staff. So here you can see class code will be the most appropriate field to set as a primary key. All of them are unique and it represents each record. And here also all the data types are text. So choose the primary key as class code. Make sure all the fields are text. Place in your evidence document screenshot showing the evidence and details of both the tables. So first go to M23 house. Take the screenshot for this table. Step 19, evidence. We have one more table in this evidence. Go to staff. Next, edit the following code record in the test table. Now open test table. We need to edit the following. So the registration code is given 2016029. So here you can see this is the record. If you don't find, you can use the find option. So for this record we have to change from 6B to 6T. So it is given as 6B. This should be changed to 6T. Check your data for errors and save the data. So save the data. You can close this. Next, create a one-to-many relationship between the primary key field of staff table and class code of the test table. So go to database tools, relationships. Add all the tables. Make sure all the fields are visible. So this is the primary key of staff table and we have to create a relationship between the class code in test table. So click on class code and drag and drop to the class code here. So this is a one-to-many relationship create. Next, between the primary key of houses table and the house code. So this is the primary key, house code, and the house code in the test table. So let's drag and drop to this house code. Create. Place in your evidence screenshot showing the one-to-many relationship between the tables. So right click on this relationship diagram, edit relationship. We have to show the one-to-many relationship between these two. So this will be the first screenshot and the next one between this. Next, using fields from all tables, produce a tabular report. So first we need to, before you produce any report, first we need to produce a query. So let's start a new query, give OK, save the relationship and close. Now for a new query, go to create, query design. from all the tables. So add all the tables. So these are the criteria given for the query, but before giving the criteria we need to add the field names which are required. So these are the field names which are required. So let's add the field names here. Family name, gender, teacher name. So add family name, gender, teacher name, science, math, computer science, science, math, computer science, design technology, house name and class code. Design technology, house name and class code. You just need to double click on the fields to add it to the query design. Now let's give the criteria. The gender is F. So we have gender here. Under gender, in criteria, you have to give F. Run the query and check whether it's working. So you can see all the gender with a letter F is shown here. Next one, science is 80 or more. So under science, you have to give greater than or equal to 80. Now click on run. So you will get under science all the values greater than or equal to 80. Next, the class code contains 6. So the class code contains the number 6. For that we have to give a wildcard character star, which stands for any character. So I'll give star 6 star. That means 6 is contained in the contents of class code. Any character can come before or after. For that we have given the star. Now let's click on run. So now you will get all the class codes which contain 6 here. So we have given all the criteria and the fields. So the query is ready. Now let's save the query and create the report. So go to create report wizard, select the query, add all the fields, make sure it doesn't come as grouped one, select the table. If you select this table, you can see it comes as grouped fields, so make sure it is not grouped. All of them must be together. Then sorting is here. So they have asked to sort, but I will not do the sorting from here. If you sort from here, the order will change. They have asked to show all the fields in this order. So if you do the sorting from here, the order will change. So we'll do it from the report design. Click next. The orientation is landscape. So set it to landscape. Next, what title do you want for your report? So includes the title STEM Science Class for 2024. STEM Science Class for 2024. Click on finish. Now this is the report. Let's go to the design view. Now we have to sort the data into ascending order of teacher name and descending order of science. So go to group and sort, add a sort. First, ascending order of teacher name. So select teacher name, ascending means with A on top. Then descending order of science. So add a sort again, select science, descending order means largest to smallest. So the sorting is done. Calculates the number of students and places this at the end of the report. So we need to find out how many students are there, or you can find how many records are there. So select any one field here, family name. Now let's go to totals, count records. So you'll get the formula, count here. Has the label new science group size to the left of this value. So we need to add a label. So go to label here, add a label to the left, new science group size. Displays your name, center number, candidate number in the footer so it appears on the same position. So let's remove these from the page footer. Add a label. Give your name, center number and candidate number. So we have done all the steps. You have to make sure it fits on a single page wide. So let's go to the layout view. Make sure everything is visible properly. The field names are not visible completely here. So make sure all of them are visible. So now all the field names and all the data are properly visible. We have the total number of students here, which is placed at the end of the report. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the database formula used to calculate the number of students. So go to the design view. We have to take the screenshot of this formula. Step 22, evidence. Next, using fields from all the tables, produce a tabular report. So this report is done. We have to print it. You have to save this. And you can check the print preview. There are 2 pages. And you can print from here. So now let's close this and make the next report. Create. So before the report, first we need to create a query design, add all the tables, so like we did before, first we need to show the field names. Show only the fields gender, family name, given name, gender, family name, given name, house name, maths, computer science, house name, math, computer science, and teacher name. Teacher name. Now select only the records where the class code is 5C. So class code we have not selected here because it need not be shown in the report. First add class code, give the criteria 5C, click on run. So you will get all the class code as 5C. Now go to the design view. You can remove this because it need not be shown in the report. Next, the house name is Mars. So under house name you have to give Mars. So you have these details. Now save the query. Let's create the report. So create report wizard, select query 2, add all the fields. Sorting will do from the report as we did before. The orientation is portrait. And the title is Year 5 Test Report for Year 5 Test Report for Mars. So your report is ready. Now let's add the remaining steps. Sorts the data into ascending order of gender and ascending order of family name. So go to the design view, group and sort, add a sort, ascending order of gender, again add a sort, ascending order of family name. So with A on top. Next, calculates the average math mark in the selection and positions this number below the math column. So select the math data from the details section. Now go to totals. You need to calculate the average. So select average. You will get the formula here. Displays this average mark with 0 decimal place. So select this, go to property sheet, and decimal place you can see here, make it 0. Includes the label average math score to the left of this value. So we need to add a label here. Has your name, center number, candidate number at the bottom of the report. So you can add the label in which you can give your candidate details. So that's done. Now you have to make sure fits on a single page. So go to the layout view. Make sure everything fits properly. So here the average score is, we have to show 0 decimal place, but it's showing like this. Let's go to the properties here. We have set decimal place, give the format as fixed so that it will show the same decimal we have set. So now it is 0 decimal place. So this is the required report. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the database formula for average marks. Go to the design view. You can take the screenshot of this average formula. Next you need to save and print your report. So we have, this is your print preview, and there's only one page. You can print this from clicking on print. Export the report created at STEM 23 in PDF format. So this is our report, year 5 test report for Mars. So select this report, right click, you have export option, in that select PDF, and you need to save it as year 5. The name of the file must be year 5. So you can see it is exported as a file here, PDF file, the report which we need. Place in your evidence document screenshot to show the exported files. So let's go to your folder. So this is the folder, this is the exported file. If you want, you can show as with details. Now you can take the screenshot of this. It needs to be placed as the evidence document. So this is the end of the database task. Next is the presentation, which will be uploaded in another video. You can find the link in the description once it's uploaded. Thank you for now.